Hey guys, let me show you what I like to warm up with. We're sitting here on the leg extension machine. I typically aim to warm my quads up with this, hooking myself forward, so to speak, just in demonstration to that, keeping the chest up, coming forward, taking the hips out of the movement, and really isolating on the quads. Okay, repetition range for this exercise, anywhere between sort of 15 to 20 reps for 5 to 6 sets. Just get blood in that muscle, warm up the knees, and then you can get into your workout. I love the hack squat just due to the range of motion you can get. Full range, for me it doesn't put any stress on my lower back. It can target the quads in different sort of ways. I like to go really nice and wide with toes pointing outwards, flaring the knees, sort of hit outer quad nice and high. Sometimes I'll bring my feet in, go a little bit more narrow, just to focus on the lower quad sweep. In terms of repetition range, anywhere between 8 to 15 reps, I typically go bang for that 10 mark, with a nice controlled negative phase and a really explosive positive phase on the way up. I'm always driving through my heels, engaging those hamstrings, quads, and glutes. And at the top of that movement, squeeze the hell out of your quads and everything. Slight pause at the bottom of the movement in terms of an isometric hold, just so there's no bounce or any momentum given in the movement. Hey guys, next up is a thing I like to call the Paramount Squat. It works as a pendulum. As you can see, you don't need a lot of weight for this exercise whatsoever. It is very hard. A lot of gyms don't have this machine, so I like to use it as a bit of a secret tool in my leg days. You can sort of change up your foot position to sort of in order to target your glutes or your quads a little bit more. So I typically will bring my feet a little bit lower on the platform to target the fronts of those quads a little bit more. In terms of repetitions, you usually stick up around the sort of 12 to 15 mark with this movement as well. Definitely one of my favourites, and is a must in my leg training these days. So if you've got this equipment in your gym, make use of it because you'll see the difference.
Yep.
Hey guys, next up we have the leg press, one of my favourite leg exercises. In terms of the leg press, what we want to do here is come all the way down, full range of motion all the way up, but not locking out those knees and putting any stress on the joint. Once again, full range of motion through every single exercise on these. It's very important. In terms of repetitions, this is a high one for me. I mean, I can go as low as probably 20, as high as up to 100 reps. I like to really pump my leg press movements out as well, so not so much squeezing and holding with this one, just more about reps, pump, and just getting as much blood into the muscle as I possibly can. I like to bring my feet relatively close generally, just to focus on that outer sweep and sort of that lateral and medial point of the quad, and just full out intensity really, just go until you can't go no more. Yeah, generally speaking, I like to go to failure towards probably like my last 2 sets. I'd usually pyramid up, so most exercises will be sort of pyramiding up to 6 sets, kind of classing the first 3 as warm-ups and the last 3 as working, so to speak. On my last set, I always like to just usually drop set and just give it everything I've got, so I literally do not want to be able to move any more weight on that last rep of that last set.
Do you ever use a drop set method for the leg press? Is that something that you would incorporate into your training?
Generally pre-contest I do, yeah. So I like to do like this thing where I've got 100 reps. With that last set, let's say I'm aiming for a set of 20 of the heaviest weight, I'll get to that 20 and then literally just strip weights off as I can't do anymore. But the aim is to reach that 100 rep set. So you might get in at 5, 6, 7, 8 drop sets in that whole phase of up to 100 reps. By the time you're done, you're fried.
So do you train with a training partner, Steve? Somebody to come and help you offload plates when you're into your drop sets? Do you generally like to have somebody come train with you, help you out with that sort of thing? Or are you kind of a guy who just likes to come in, train on your own, smash it out on your own?
Yeah. Generally, I like to train by myself. If I do need some help loading off some plates or a drop or whatnot, I'll just ask one of the members around the gym. It's a tight little community here, so everyone knows everyone. They're more than happy to help. But ideally, I like to train by myself, work at my own pace, go off feel. I find like there's too many distractions if you train with another training partner. That's solely pre-contest, but off season I like to just chill out a little bit more. There's a bit more rest between sets. So you can sort of just, I don't mind doing it with a training partner then, but I sort of am very, very focused leading into a show, so I generally like to train by myself. Yeah.
Awesome, cool.
So front squat is definitely one of the hardest exercises, usually one of the hardest exercises are the better exercises to do. With front squats, I don't, as you can see, I'm huffing and puffing at the moment, the more reps you do, the more it can turn into cardio, so to speak. So generally speaking, my squatting types of movements are the lowest amount of reps that I'll do, but once again, the lowest amount will be around that 10 to 12 mark. I find anything more with squats, it does turn into cardio, and it's not what I'm aiming for as well. Front squats, perfect for the development over the knee, the medial vastus, and for me it's really good because it keeps me in an upright position and there's no lower back pain for me either. Well, to me, the back squat is the king of leg exercises. It has to be my favourite of all time, to be honest. With this exercise, I always tend to always aim for full range of motion, ass to grass, so to speak. In terms of intensity, control on the way down, fast on the way up in an explosive manner. And what I like to do is slightly pause at the bottom, just to hold in like an isometric hold, so to speak. In terms of repetitions, I don't go anywhere between sort of 8 to 12 reps. I find anything above that turns into a bit of a cardio session for me. In terms of foot placement, I always aim for shoulder width apart, with toes slightly pointed outwards. So when we're going down in the squat, our knees are following our toes, and we're engaging our glutes at the bottom of the movement, which isn't a bad thing.